Welcome to Star Citizen News in 07 minutes or less. So first things first, they've got a new video about hair. It was interesting. It was definitely some good behind the scenes. It was mostly just a dev talking about his journey as an employee, and it's pretty neat behind the scenes stuff if you're into that. Yeah, and maybe someday they let us know that we might actually get hair that's longer than your shoulders. Apparently, they can't do longer than shoulders right now because it'll clip the rest of the armor and stuff, and it'll look bad. So that's understandable. But yeah, so next we have a roadmap roundup. Now, most of you probably already know what's happening here, so I'm just going to kind of skim over it because most of it's already in the game. You know, in 4.1, well, actually, I didn't know about this. Oh wait, no. These are coming up. We'll talk about these a little bit more in the patch notes. I'm going to kind of skip over these new space combat missions. Then we get to what's actually been released. So there's a new creature, a new Valkar, the Juvenile. Apparently it's dangerous. A lot of you know there's the Atlas Geo. It's awesome. It's a mech that actually has like a booster pack. It's pretty great. You go mining with it. And someday we're probably going to get the combat variant, because I think you can see that in-game somewhere. We've got the new Drake Golem, the starter ship for mining. We've got a couple of new Arena Commander maps. And then we've got the Align and Mine event. That thing's really cool, but there is a lot of people at it, and it's kind of dangerous. A lot of people that just want to fight in the air and stuff. So the kind of neat thing is, while people are just fighting in the air, you can kind of just sneak in there, get some mining done, and then leave. Honestly, a lot of people will just exit to menu once they get some ore, so that they don't get killed and lose their stuff, because the people killing them aren't actually trying to get the ore. So it's kind of justified in a weird way, especially with player bounties not working. So if player bounties were working, people are actually trying to catch the guys that are ruining the experience for people, because they're not pirating. You know, if you're pirating, that's fine, but if you're not pirating, what are you doing? Anyways, yeah. So they did a released Wakello's Emporium. You know, the first ever. What's his name? His name's Wakello. He's an alien. First alien in the game, but he's, you know, not actually there because he's like a hologram. But whatever. Yeah, he gives missions. There's a lot to do with that in the game right now. There's new heavy combat armor, the new mining station with the alignment stations because the orbital laser, which is like one of the most cinematic things ever. So if you haven't seen the orbital laser like happen, definitely like get on the ground and go and stand near like the base that shoots it and go watch it. Now we're running out of time, so we're gonna have to hurry up. So that's about it for the weekly or the monthly roundup that they do. Now they've got this new season stuff. I can't remember what they're calling it, like the spring season stuff. So there's a bunch of career focused armor that you can get, and some really cool looking paints, honestly. I know some people are complaining about the combat career kit having no backpack. It's gonna slow you down, dude. You don't need a backpack. All right, if you're just going in for combat, you don't need a backpack. And then yeah, the paints got cut off. I don't know why that is. Oh, there they are. And then the voice packs thing, I looked into this. It's you have to buy voice attack, which is like a $12 one-time fee, and you use like AI plus a bunch of voice responses to like tell your ship to turn on and off and do a whole bunch of in-game stuff with your voice. It's pretty cool, especially accessibility wise. So maybe check that out. And then we had a couple of patches. So here's the big patch 4.1.1, which I'm guessing will come out in May as the next monthly content patch, because there's some big stuff coming in here. So first off, there's going to be a bunch of POIs, asteroid cluster mining bases, and there's not going to be interiors. There's going to be a bunch of new exteriors around Stanton and Pyro. There's going to be some new ship battle missions. Some of them will be challenging. There's going to be patrol missions, which, if I remember correctly, they will save you a lot of time. This is something my friend Eric's been wanting, where you will not have to quantum jump all over the place. Instead, you're going to be patrolling an area, and you can be doing good guy patrolling or bad guy patrolling. So that's going to be pretty cool. There's going to be ambush missions, which I think is really neat, because you're going to have to go into a location and hide your signature and then ambush somebody. That's just awesome. And there's going to be a new combat training gauntlet, which is intended for people that know how to play the game, but aren't like really good at combat. So I think it's more of like a training session. There is a ship balance pass. They updated the Anvil Valkyrie to make it a bit stronger. The Argo Raft cargo now has 192 SCU of cargo. It's like the best mid-tier cargo ship in the game now, which is pretty cool. But it lost its 3 arms. So, they had to do some amputations, but whatever. It's okay. I don't think he felt it. Then there was a few FPS balances. So the Carnal Rifle has been nerfed. It looks like a pretty big nerf, but I haven't tried it out yet, so we'll see. The Gallant has been buffed. And then the Paramedical device, I'm loving this, it's going into your pistol slot now. So no more hitting the 4 key and then accidentally pulling out your multi-tool and then trying to swap back and forth and just dying because of it. All right, and then there is another minor patch. They introduced more hair. Great, we got more hair. I mean, that's actually pretty cool, but it's little. And then some Wokello Emporium updates, and some polish on the new gameplay stuff. That's going to be the May content stuff. There was a huge maintenance timing, or whatever you want to call it. The game was down for like 4 hours, 5 hours, maybe 5.5 hours. Pretty long time. Luckily, I wasn't trying to play, but for those of you that were, that probably sucked. But at the same time, it was necessary. They released some patches to the server infrastructure, so that's always good. And then I think this might be the last thing. Let's find out. No, it's not quite the last thing, but there's a free fly event going on right now. So if you haven't played the game, come check it out. You get to try out these 6 ships. You've got the Corsair, the Arrow, the C1 Spirit, the Misk Fortune, and the Misk Prospector, and the Drake Cutter. All really cool ships. So come in, have a blast, and ask questions, because you're going to have a lot of them. And people are usually pretty willing to help. All right, and then the very last thing is message of the day. And we have 2 seconds. We're not going to make it. No. Okay, well, if you go to the PTU, you can play with a Polaris for free right now. So if you want to go and test out the PTU, this 4.1.1 patch, you can fly around in a Polaris, but there's some special instructions. So yeah, go check it out. This was almost in under 07 minutes. Probably not 8. We'll find out in the editing floor, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, so if you like this, subscribe, comment down below, especially because this is the first ever episode. So, I might not make another one. Who knows? We'll find out next week, I suppose. But if you really want it, just tell me, because then you'll definitely get it, because that's how that works.